Okay, faster.
Excuse me, sir. Are you one of the workers?
Yes. You must be here about the disappearance. Please, I don't know what happened. The weather was gloomy that day. The foreman left with a few men. I stayed behind with the other 4. After a while, I decided to take a break. I ended up falling asleep in the shelter inside. When I woke up, there was no sight of them. I'd only just been speaking with them and suddenly they'd vanished. Maybe...
So the men that were out working disappeared, with the only one left to tell the tale having been asleep in a shelter. Perhaps an accident occurred on site.
An on-site accident. We should know... Found some clues. Time to report back to Uncle Di.
You're back. How are the investigations going?
We found 3 clues in the vicinity. First, there are 4 missing pickaxes, yet everyday items are still in their place. This suggests that your men didn't leave of their own accord, but were forced to.
Forced to? But...
Who indeed? Second, there were 5 workers at the mine. One of them left the site to take respite. Those who kept working all disappeared. The one who left early emerged safe and sound. It would appear that
Now that you mention it, I recall Bravo saying that he took... Could someone have entered the site and simply walked away with them?
This leads me to my third point. Mr. Kun-jun here made good use of his, expert techniques to arrive at a conclusion. It was a child that took your men away.
A child? But there are no settlements here for miles around. There's no way a child would have made it over to the...
Unlikely as it sounds, that's our conclusion. Your men were following a child.
Where did they go?
We believe that they followed the road north, away from the mine and toward the ruins.
North? Right. I'll rally my men and head in pursuit. You've been invaluable to the investigation, but leave the legwork to us. If we set off now and make haste, we might be able to catch them.
Not so fast. The incident occurred 6 days ago. Even if they set out on foot, they will have covered a lot of ground by now.
You're right. New plan. I'll lead my search party over to the settlements further out and make some inquiries. There are only a few settlements around here with lodging for the night. We'll go investigate and see if we can come up with anything. In the meantime, you could keep looking for clues. If we don't see each other, let's reconvene at Wangshu Inn tomorrow evening.
Agreed.
All right. Me and my men will get going.
So, they're gonna talk to the people over at the settlements while we keep investigating.
Correct.
But there aren't any more clues at the mine. Shouldn't we go north?
Wait.
Huh? Oh yeah! Where's Kunjun? Paimon bets he's still in...
Apologies. I'm conducting a quick search for my own benefit. I'm looking for a precious stone known as Dragonfall.
Dragonfall? Dragonfall is often used in forging. What use do you have for it?
I'm sorry. I don't recall why I'm seeking it. In fact, I've been feeling extremely anxious. As if there's something I've forgotten.
Oh, Paimon knows that feeling. When you know you've forgotten something, but you can't
I don't even know where to start with it. I've been aimlessly wandering. That day at the market, I overheard a conversation while I was buying something. They mentioned Dragonfall. It sounded so familiar to me, as if whatever it was I had to do was linked to that stone. So, I decided perhaps if I can retrieve some, I'll remember what it is I have to do.
I see. If I am able to during our endeavor, I will help you look for this stone.
Really? Oh.
Think nothing of it.
Shouldn't we get going?
Heading north from the chasm, we'll reach Lingju Pass. If this is indeed the path they chose, there will be trick.
Great! Let's have a look.
There's no end to this. You're open! You're open! You're open! Don't get too close! You're open! Surrender! You're open! You're open! Futile! You're open! You're open! You're open!
A tough crowd.
You're open! You're open! Don't get frostbite. Dodge this. Fire it up. You're open. Nowhere to run. Check this out.
Wingblade!
Freeze. Ah! Dodge this. Freeze. Surrender. Futile. Don't get too close. A well-deserved find. What's the hurry?
Wait! There are tracks here! These must have been left by the miners!
Let us make our way to the end of Lingju Pass. If there are no footprints there, it would suggest that the miners are still within the pass itself. However, if we find new tracks, we can follow them wherever they may lead.
How fortunate.
It would appear that they made their way through Lingju Pass and kept moving.
If we follow their footprints, we should be able to find where they went. Oh no, the footprints end here.
We should inquire with anyone nearby. If the miners came through here, they may well have seen them.
Hi there. Have you seen anyone dressed like a miner around here?
A miner? I'm afraid not.
Let's try someone else. Hello, have you seen
Stop bothering me. Can't you see I'm cloud watching?
Jeez, a little grumpy, aren't we? Whatever. Let's go ask someone else.
I'll keep this close.
You can't run! Well, neither can I.
What's the... Cool it!
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun! Surrender!
Dodge this!
Check this out! You can't run!
Nowhere to run!
Well, neither can I.
Don't get too close!
Looks like I went too far.
Hey there! Seen any miners?
It must have been about 4 or 5 days ago. There were a few men who came through here carrying baskets and picks. I guess that could have been them.
Yeah, that's them!
4 or 5 days ago. It appears that they were moving slower than we'd anticipated.
It was so strange. 4 big guys with lifeless expressions.
Huh. This child.
I caught a glimpse. Blue hair, short. I think it was a...
And they took this.
Yes, they followed it straight from here.
Let's go after them!
Your penance is due! You stand condemned!
Cool it!
Those monsters were so aggressive. They must have noticed me walking through. Before I knew it, they were all... My name is Wanyu. I belong to Liyue's Shangyu Hall. I head up our human culture and civilization research.
Huh? You sure you're...
A minor?
Yeah, we're looking for a group of 4 strong fellas carrying...
I think I saw them.
Really?
Yes. I set off from Nantianmen the day before yesterday, heading for Lingju Pass. About halfway there, I came across some people. A few men. I was in a hurry. I didn't get a good look.
I think that's all we needed to hear.
I hope it's useful to you. I'd better get going. There's a conference I need to...
According to this scholar, the miners were heading for Nanti...
Can we be absolutely sure?
A child with a group of adults. Sounds but...
Hey, perhaps that rock over there can tell us more.
Aha! Paimon nearly forgot about us.
It looks promising. I'll do my best. It's the same group, all right. They followed this road.
Mr. Kunjun, your stone seeing is something I won't forget in a hurry.
I suppose it is an asset, though I rarely find a use for it. But praise from Mr. Zhongli is high praise indeed.
It's a good thing we brought our Kunjun compass along. We would have lost all sense of direction a long time ago.
You think so? I guess it's been a worthwhile trip then. It feels like we're cracking a criminal case. It's a lot of fun.
Be that as it may, we would do 4 fully grown men.
Oh, you're quite right.
That's not all. We have encountered... The miners headed in the direction of...
Great! No time to lose!
I left a mark in the
Clever thinking!
There's a basket lying here, too. This must be one of the miners.
Hey! Hello? Can you hear us?
Judging by his appearance, he must have collapsed from exhaustion.
Should we wake him up?
I can still dig.
Sounds like he's whispering something.
It seems that he thinks he still has work to do. Something's not right. There's a camp nearby. We should take him there and monitor his condition before deciding our next move.
How is he? He won't die, right?
He's worked himself into a stupor. Thankfully, he's not in serious danger.
even heard him talking about...
It's certainly a possibility.
It looks like there's something in his pocket. Are these ore fragments? I just witnessed the memories within these ore fragments. This person brought these fragments out of the mine. He's one of the...
How he came to be here is what we need.
So he was kidnapped, and then abandoned? But if they didn't need him, what?
Unless something happened. Something that led him...
Paimon's had enough!
Oh, wait a moment. Seeing these fragments has jogged my memory. I have something...
What is it? Ooh,
Something for us.
As I mentioned, before I met Uncle Di, I was so happy when Uncle Di enlisted you to... These are some crystals that I bought from the market. Not...
it's beautiful.
But of course, take it. And this one is for Mr... Huh? Is something wrong? Not to your liking?
On the contrary, I just hadn't anticipated receiving a gift during the current... But thank you.
I'm pleased you like them. Oh, I see more rock...
You sure like...
Ores are the crystal... Get some rest and call me when you're ready to set off.
Rest easy. Oh, however, there is something I wanted...
Huh?
Traveler.
You mean the ore that Kunjun's looking for?
Dragonfall is an incredibly rare ore used in forging.
Elemental reactions can produce material objects.
Indeed they can. However, only a minor... Dragonfall first emerged in the midst of a great battle, thousands of years ago. Powerful clashes of elemental energy and yet they are crystal creations all... Why is it then that...
Yeah, if he knows of its existence... Weird.
There are those in the mining trade.
Ulterior motives?
A conclusion that is presently impossible. Don't forget, we're drawing closer to our goal. When you're well rested, we should ensure this mine...
Kunjun, we need to get going.
No problem. I'm done here.
Any results, Mr.
There are many beautiful rocks here, but nothing out of the ordinary. I couldn't find any clues. Then again, the memories of ore can shift with the passage of time and the changing of the environment. Difficult to say. I feel that ore memories tend to...
So there's never any ancient memory?
Rocks endure, but as eons pass, their memories are erased. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion or thought.
That makes sense. It is the same for people.
Indeed. Let's... Wow.
And there's so many
This ancient tree. Let's conduct separate investigations. I'll take that area. Perhaps you could survey this section. All right then.
Kunjun, can you see anything worth it?
Well, there is this stone tablet.
Doesn't seem very interesting.
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. Let me see. This is...
Hey, what's wrong?
just a bit lightheaded. It's past. Not...
Whatever. Paimon's going to investigate over there. If you don't try, you...
Oh,
When has Paimon ever come up with... Wait a minute. Paimon can fly. Alright, Paimon will go. You.
All of you, come here.
Huh? Zhongli's voice came from. Quick, let's go see.
This has been newly...
Is that a voice coming from?
Compose yourselves. There is an unusual This is...
The missing miners are here. What are they digging for?
I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
That gate. Has it been there all along?
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere until the gate.
So behind the seal, What do we do? We can't hurt them. Monster is this?
Morax, you arrive at my doorstep of your own volition. Excellent. Taking revenge for sealing me away will be all the easier.
So, the little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall, Ishtaha, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine.
Windblade!
Quake! Rise! Crumble! Rise!
From rock to dust. Sooner or later.
Freeze! Fire it up! Nowhere to run! Oh, so
The
sorry.
enraged Earth will not absolve you!
Nothing to crumble. Quake.
Fisher! Morax, 1,000 years after you sealed me underground, you return for the second time.
You should call it by its name, Azhdaha. Fate.
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the gods. Destroy all deemed redundant. Enlist tyrants to ravage the wilderness.
No. You have forgotten.
That voice!
Azhdaha.
Huh?
Morax. It's been a while.
You're...
Azhdaha. The very same.
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
Yes. It was all I could manage. Forgive me for allow me heaven and earth.
So there are two
No! It can't be! That's impossible!
When the seal loosened, your power manifested in this world as a child. With this new identity, you were able to vent about the forces that suppressed you. But would anyone listen? Would they even care? That's when it occurred to you. The loosening of the seal constituted an opportunity to strike back.
The audacity! Are you insane? If you truly are a part of me, how is it you find yourself standing on the side of the betrayer?
I was another power. I was barely conscious.
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall. Had your power been but a little stronger, I would have recognized you.
Don't blame yourself. I have changed beyond all recognition. Only when I touched the stone tablet did I truly remember. It's been so long. A secret beyond all comprehension of youthful humanity and ancient dragonkind. Morax, do you want to tell the tale?
There would be no harm in it. The decision is yours.
You haven't changed. Azhdaha, the memories of rocks do not last long. Erosion ground Azhdaha's consciousness into oblivion. Slowly, he forgot the face of his old friend. And his memory, Azhdaha.
What would you expect?
This much is true. In the beginning, erosion. Morax shared, and so, we became you. And from your will, I emerged. I am your final contract.
No!
I am the remnant.
No! It is I, Azhdaha, forged.
Morax is not an insect.
A lord over insects is.
You forgot yourself. Nobody held Morax in higher regard. That which you have forgotten. All powers under heaven, rise and fall of land.
A star appears within the wild. A sun ascends as bright. Strange.
You are spent, and I will soon in the wilderness.
No, that isn't.
Perhaps it isn't.
More axe!
The little girl vanished.
Are you satisfied, Ishtaha?
I had to make amends. Satisfaction had no part in it. So, more
I do.
Well,
As you please.
I never did forget your...
I hardly lifted a finger. Think nothing of it.
And yet, you could...
Your power is nearly spent.
Perceptive as always, my friend.
Shall we get going, you and I?
Surely the pressing matter is still that of the miners trapped outside the seal.
Indeed. Hence the need to get going. To fix the damage left in your wake.
Straight down to business as always. Let's go.
Huh? How did we get here? We need to go back and check on the miners!
So there you are. My men and I found your clues and followed them straight here. We found Mao in a tent at the campsite unconscious. Huh?
Nothing. Pay it no mind.
Cave?
They're exhausted, but not in danger.
Right. Well...
So you're taking them back to...
That's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem. You rescued my men.
Kunjun, we should...
Not I. Merely this body. Once I'm gone, the true owner will...
You always did have a great admiration for blacksmiths.
Curious how swords and...
Ishtaha.
I can sense it.
Today I am just an ordinary citizen of...
Even you met such a fate.
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue must prepare...
And how will Liyue fare without Rex Lapis?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men. I was once their god. I ought to be here to witness their rise and fall.
All life is shaped and then ground away by the endless flow of time. You were always the strongest among us. Yet, it would seem that even you have been eroded. That's unimportant. You may live forever.
I do not pretend to match your rhetoric.
Were it not so, you would have...
You've brought a smile to my face. When all is said and done...
That day in the chasm...
A heart of stone is a...
You chose
the movements of...
Hence, do not forget that old friend...
Thank you, Ishtaha.
My life is...
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
Yes. Don't be alarmed.
Wow. That was so...
In fact, we have yet to meet the real Kunjun. He was. Centuries may have passed since then.
In our last tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient geo life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Azhdaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes. Quicker than words could tell, lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds.
I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the 4 corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
1,000 years ago, Azhdaha attacked the chasm. I tried to obstruct him, fighting him tooth and nail down the length and breadth of the mine. Finally, I brought him down and sealed him underground. During that battle, Dragonfall was born. Azhdaha could sense the stone. Subconsciously, he wanted to use it to find me. Despite being the victor, I could not claim to be stronger than he. And in his heart, he still retained an ounce of goodwill towards me, towards Liyue, towards life above ground. He was willing to be sealed away, but as the erosion set in, he forgot. Even I cannot avoid it, but there is something I understand better than most. When the door opens, it is time to leave. The greater the power, the greater the danger erosion may bring about. The millennia may come and go, but even a stone may tire. Personally sealing away an old friend. This is just one form of erosion I have endured. People abandon and surrender the things they love to pursue the right path. Perhaps this is the erosion imposed on me by the heavenly principles. That I was a god of mankind. My identity may change, but my eyes will bear witness to the history of humanity.
You still care a lot about Lee.
Call it part of my duty. I must thank you both.
No worries.
Oh? About what?
Oh yeah, Paimon nearly forgot. So, not long ago, we met a guy called Dane. He told us about Conria and the punishment of the gods. That's when we realized that those events were connected to the person we're searching for. Zhongli, you're a god. You've lived through thousands of years of history. Surely you experienced the incident?
I cannot say.
Why? You can't even give us a thread of information? This is so important to us.
I understand. But I must apologize. This is my contract.
You mean another past grievance? Like the incident with Ejda? Too painful to talk about?
It was signed before it all began. I have always honored the contract. And kept my silence.
How can you be—
You two are friends to me. I can assure it brings me no pleasure to disappoint you.
Would you be ready to find out?
It appears your understanding of this world continues to grow. There are many events of ages past, many secrets that lie hidden. They have been eroded by time, forgotten by the people, abandoned. But you are capable of finding them and bringing them into the light. Those who come to witness will witness. Those who are born to remember will remember. If you take the same road as that person, there may be more difficulties ahead. But as long as you firmly believe that you are on the right path, everything has meaning. This tablet was erected by Mountain Shaper. It names Ejdaha as a terrible dragon, and serves as a warning for later generations to stay away from this place, from the seal. It's a shame. There is a fine line between good and evil. If the good and evil within him could be summarized in a single sentence... Well, never mind.